So you remember about a year ago I made this video called Fortnitemares 2020 is Garbage. And that video seemed to pop up a little bit. It was actually a fun little video to make. And here we are 1 year later, no pandemic. COVID is kind of dying down, I guess, because of the vaccines, but it's still around. But overall, we're here again 1 year later, and Fortnitemares has returned as per usual. Now, last year, if you do not remember, or if you can't be bothered to watch the video, last year we had an LTM, or a limited time mode, in which when you died in a normal battle royale mode, you would be resurrected as a ghost. And as a ghost, you could attack the survivors, and all the people who killed you before, and have a second chance at winning the game. Now, that sounds cool on paper, right? It's a really cool concept. Well, it wasn't executed well. You see, what would end up happening is a sweat would kill you. Let's say they had like 4 health left from eating a shotgun blast. So once they eat that shotgun blast, you can just come back from the dead and then slap them up, making their efforts at a clutch win or a close game just next to none. And secondarily, ghost royales, or ghost victories I guess, were extremely common. Purely because if you were absolutely popping off and you killed too many people in last year's Fortnitemares, you'd have about 50 ghosts to fight off by yourself. And they had decent health bars too. It's not like they go down in one hit, no. They take quite a few hits to kill. Combined with their abilities, and it was just a pain in the ass. I mean, the rewards were cool. I mean, there's just a few bat blings and a pickaxe I never use. But other than that, it's just ass. It was terrible. It was just really, really bad. And so here we are now in 2021. Fortnitemares is arrived officially in 2021. So what's it looking like? What's the verdict? I mean, I have to say it's decent. It's actually really, really decent. I'm really satisfied with this year's Fortnitemares. And you might be wondering why. Now, what they did this year is that they kind of blended the classic Fortnitemares and tried something new. As in, they added this edition in which zombies slash, sideways monsters or whatever are hidden in furniture or will sometimes randomly spawn and be treated like zombies. And when killed, they drop ammo and stuff. I mean, it's cool. They've tried something new. They've added jump scares to actually make it scary. And it's whatever. It's not game break. It's not game changing. They've added some Ghostbusters rewards, some new quests to help level up easier. They've added some new rewards, including bat blings, wraps, pickaxes. They've added a lot of new stuff. It's really, really good. They've even added a new LTM, which is not forced on you. That was another thing last year did. Last year's LTM was forced on you. You could not play the normal game unless you played the LTM. However, this year they decided to segregate the LTM and the base game, which is very, very good. It was so annoying being forced to play the LTM last year, unless you went into Arena. And this year they've added Horde Rush, which you can see the gameplay on the screen right now. It's basically a Back 4 Blood / Left 4 Dead clone, kind of a blend between Left 4 Dead, COD Zombies, and some just its own take on the whole formula of survival, wave-based survival. And it's fun. It's really good. I love this mode. It's a really nice addition. It may be like boring and generic, like survival mode, but it keeps you on your toes. The new weapons are fun to toy with. They bring back some old ones as well, like the boom bow. And it's just overall a really fun mode to get into and just fuck around and play with friends or randoms. You actually get to work with people who are decent at the game. And if the base game, creative, and this new LTM don't interest you, there's always imposters. This is a mode that Epic Games have kept in purely because of its extremely high popularity and overall just it's fun, as you've seen by the 2 videos I've made on it. But yeah, overall this 2021 Fortnitemares is it's not really good, but it's a massive improvement from last year. Last year was just last year's was just terrible. And this year's Epic Games, well done. You did something right. You did Fortnitemares a decent. I mean, you made it a decent event. That's all I've got to say. Oh, and they've also added a scythe, which is a less OP version of the Mythic Sword, if you remember that. And I've used it a bit in my videos, and it's very good. But the only issue is it's not very good against builds. I feel like Epic Games did that in order to try and keep the sweats. You complain about new players overpowering sweats too easily or something like that. They wanted to make sure that it wasn't disgustingly overpowered, but at the same time did good damage. But yeah, overall, Fortnitemares 2021 is very good. If you haven't checked it out, please make sure to do so. At least give it a try. It's a lot more bearable than last year, and I feel like you should give it an attempt. But yeah, thanks for watching this little video. For once, I have something good to say about this game. And yeah, see you all in the next video of mine.